It is to see this through a child's eyes, right?
Oh,
Because they don't have any
absolutely.
of the worry, just the wonder.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever been sledding?
No, I was actually
Let's
looking
go.
at some of
We're going to do it.
I would love to.
We're going to do it. Absolutely. It's going to stick around for a little while. So
Okay.
you and I are going to do it. I'll bring my sled in, okay? All right. And you might like it. I don't know. It'll be cold, but you'll be bundled up. All right, folks. Well, yeah, it can be fun. And at least we did get something that the kids could kind of play around on. And we're very thankful that we did not get a tremendous amount of freezing rain. So this worked out really well for us with a lot of sleet coming down last night and then again tonight, that extremely cold air. We've got a dry, cold week ahead with some bitter nighttime temperatures, single digits and teens this week, and we're adding a lot of wind to the forecast. Now look at temperatures right now. They actually don't look too bad when you consider we spent a large part of the day in the teens yesterday. So we're in the upper 20s right now. Notice the difference as you go up in elevation. We've been talking about that column of air and how we would get warm air into the middle of it. And you can see, go up about 2,000–3,000 feet, temperatures are well above freezing, but that shallow cold air pushed up against the mountains. It was rain as it came over Tennessee, and then it went into that cold air, and all of a sudden it changed over to sleet, that last little bit that we had, and some freezing rain, but not too much, thankfully. Radar is nice and dry across the area right now, so things are improving as far as precipitation goes. There's a little bit that's out there to the west that we're going to keep a close eye on for the mountain communities, but not anticipating much. There is a winter weather advisory that they have issued for that. That's for the mountains, for maybe a light coating of snow as a front comes in. That's the front that's bringing in the cold air. So the winter storm warnings and the ice storm warnings will be dropped here in time. Look at some of the snow and sleet totals across the area. Less, of course, to the south than we had anticipated that, and then higher totals as you worked your way off to the north. Didn't see any 4-inch totals out there. Most of those stayed below 4. Here are some of the totals. Now, Sparta saw about 2 inches of sleet. Pay attention to the title up here. These are snow reports across the area. So Ashe County, Eden, Danbury, Pilot Mountain had some other reports of snow. Yadkin County, Patrick County, Pittsylvania County, those communities, of course, in Virginia seeing higher totals. Now we move on to sleet reports that we were able to get across the area. Over 1 inch in Mebane, about 2 inches in Jamestown, Graham, Winston-Salem, Burlington about 1 inch, Stokesdale, Yanceyville with 3 and 3.5 inches of sleet. Colfax, Trinity, 2 to 3 inches of sleet. Our freezing rain estimates, thankfully, on the low end, but we saw about 1/4 to 1/3 of an inch. Remember, we thought it would be a little bit higher up toward the mountains, maybe close to 1/2 inch, so there's still some concern there. Also down to the south, we may have gotten some 1/2 inch totals on that southeastern part. So we are going to have ice-covered trees in some areas. We're going to have sleet and ice-covered roads, a little bit of snow out there too. They're going to be slick, dangerous travel. We're going to have gusty winds that could down some ice and snow-laden trees, and we've got extended bitter cold in the forecast with teens and single digits all the way through that 7-day forecast. So with icy travel, you're going to have that continuing as the air stays very cold. You see 4 is our coldest on Tuesday morning, and then another blast of cold air takes us down to 9 for Friday morning. Over the next 12 hours, it's just wind, I think, that's going to really get your attention. So temperatures may barely get above freezing or close to it tomorrow. Feels like temperatures, though, are in the teens and 20s with a northwest wind at about 10 to 20 miles an hour, could be gusting higher. Feels like temperatures are in the teens. In the foothills, we do have sunshine in the forecast for tomorrow. And in the mountains, it stays pretty much in the teens, but look at those single-digit wind chill values for most of the day. They have issued a cold weather alert for tomorrow night into Tuesday morning for our mountain communities, and that is for that risk of dangerously cold wind chill values. Temperatures may get down into the single digits, but those wind chill values could get down as low as 15 to 20 below. That is unusual for us. That's why we do have that cold weather advisory that is out. I wouldn't be surprised if they also don't kind of extend that east into the Piedmont Triad, because the cold wind is going to be a real concern heading into Tuesday morning. You can see that next blast of cold air is coming south. Temperatures dropping in Minneapolis as well as in the Dakotas, and that second little front coming through with that little bit of snow in the mountains. Wind gusts, they're really going to pick up into the day tomorrow. They may issue a wind advisory for the mountain communities, but right now we're thinking gusts are lower than 40 miles an hour. We're hoping we can get through that without seeing too many trees knocked down, but that is still a risk and still a concern. Just depends on how much ice you have out there where you are on those limbs, or snow or sleet that may be piled up on some of those branches. Here's your 7-day forecast. I do think we'll at least flirt with getting above freezing over the next few days. And I do hope that we get above freezing by the end of next week, or I should say end of the weekend into next week. Stay with us. We'll be right back.